Welcome to Bubble Talk, the podcast where raw truth meets real flavor. But before we dive into today's powerhouse topic, let me say this with full conviction. I just want to say a special thank you to our sponsor, Bubbleology. This isn't just tea, this is handcrafted Korean-style bubble tea. This is fried chicken that crunches like a victory speech. This is fried noodles so loaded they belong on Forbes list. And the drinks? Brown sugar milk tea with extra pearls. No shortcuts and no compromise because high performers don't settle and neither does Bubbleology. This is where cravings meet your calling, where hustle meets healing. And today, you're about to get both. I'm your host, Bella, and with me today is someone who embodies transformation. He built Alivinci movement. He mentored creators, CEOs, and dreamers across the globe. Please welcome Mr. Shelby.
Thank you for such a great introduction, Bella.
Shelby, before we get into it, I want our listeners to know we didn't start this podcast just to talk. We built Bubble Talk to help people like us, the ones chasing our dreams, billing laws, or just needing a real conversation in a world full of noise. Sure, Bubbleology is our sponsor, and they are feeding us right. But this shows is deeper than that. It's for the builders, the broken, the believers. It's for people who know they were meant for more and just need the right voice, the right moment to spark it. So, let me just ask you, Mr. Shelby, what has been on your mind lately?
Life been a blur lately. Shooting content on no sleep, running strategy calls from airport, mentoring new creators daily. But here's what's crazy. The faster it moves, the clearer my value gets. Purpose, discipline, alignment, that's what's been keeping me grounded. Now let's talk about the three pillars. Money, love, and happiness. From a lens we don't discuss enough. How the modern world is so different from how the things that used to be. Let's start with money. Back in the days, money was tied to land, to trade, to slow accumulation. Your net worth was what you built over decades. Now, it's completely different. It's speed, it's leverage, it's virality. People are building fast but weak foundations. That's why I always say, don't chase income, chase infrastructure. Your habits, your system, your decision, your structure, that's your real network. It's about your skills. I used to think that getting rich was about just knowledge, but knowledge without execution is just a idea. The moment I stopped trying to look smart and started to focus on building our team with value, everything has changed dramatically. Every dollar I earn is tied to a value, not my time. That's power. New love, that's a whole different battlefield in 2025. Back then, love means duty, loyalty, integrity. But now, it means conveniency, options, screen, and endless scrolling and swiping. We're overwhelmed, under-committed. People say that they want love, but what they really wanted is attention or validation, if you agree, or someone to distract them from their own emptiness. But here's what real love still wins, but only if you're worth following. A woman in 2025 doesn't just want money. She wants a man with loyalty, vision, and a goal as well, with composure and self-control. She wants to feel safe under someone she understands and also prioritize her. And if you're not emotionally disciplined, then let me ask you, she'll feel it instantly and leave you immediately. So masculinity is so important when it comes to 2025. It's about calm, being the person that able to do things even the whole world is crashing and he has to handle all the stress. It's the ability to lead yourself so powerful that she can finally rest her femininity without fear inside your hand. Let me give you an example. One of my guys, young, ambitious, talented, told me he was tired of toxic dating patterns because he had enough of it. I said this. You just have to stop dating for 90 days and work on yourself and also stack your income, build your legacy with internal peace. He did it. No parties, no DM, no distraction. He actually listened. He focused on business, health, and also building his company as his life depending on it. And guess what? 3 months later, he met a woman, of course, not impressed by his car, but she was impressed by how he is as a man. She was impressed by his energy, and also they are really aligned. Guess what? It's like God has given him the woman that he wants. That's what you think. But in the end, if you're not being a man, there's no way other women will follow you. Because as a man, you're supposed to be a leader and you're supposed to take care of anything, even the whole world crashing down, and you're able to handle it by being calm. Not happiness. That's the most misunderstood of them all. People think it's happiness, but back then, happiness came from simplicity. Time with family, clean food, deep conversation. Now it's like stream anything on cell phone that can increase your dopamine level to spike immediately with algorithm. That's what social media has created just to distract you. They don't care about you at all. People don't even know why they're sad anymore. They just felt empty behind the closed doors. But let me tell you something. Happiness, it is a skill. You build it inside the dog. When you finish what you start. When you walk by yourself or juggle in the morning because you needed to inside the cold, and when you're exhausted, you're still doing it because you had to continue for your legacy and still fighting on. When you create anything that can help others without people need to clap for you, and when you do hard things, people smile without you needing them to. If you want to be proud of yourself, stop asking for permission then. Stop waiting for motivation. Start moving. So yeah, money, love, happiness, it is important. But guess what? Your dignity and who you are, and God will see it. So be a good person, and that's what happiness will come to you. And that is what I believe.
Wow, that was wonderful.
Thank you.
Mr. Shelby, what's your real relationship with money now?
Let me break it down in this way. Back in ancient times, wealth wasn't just gold or silver. It was actually cattle, land, grain. It took time, effort, and legacy. People passed down wisdom and resources generation to generations. Honor was tied on how well you could protect and provide. Fast forward to today. Now it's digital currency, crypto wallets, and viral funnels. People are chasing quick wins and losing the long game. Because now anyone can look rich, but staying rich, that's a completely different structure. It requires patience and self-control. Money today isn't about power, but discipline is. When I was younger, I thought money would solve my problems. So I chased it fast, took risks, blew a lot of it. I bought things and looked the part, not to build my life, so I consider it's actually not good investment. Then I got humbled. I realized money doesn't change you. It reveals you for who you are as a person. It amplifies your habits, your character, your flaws. That's why I say money, it is a microphone. If your voice is weak, money will just make you weaker and much louder. Want to know why? How we flip the system differently? I stopped chasing outcomes. I started mastering system. Woke up early, tracked my time, reinvested wisely, said no to distraction. I become dangerous when it comes to silence. One client of mine, a 22 years old, made $50,000 in just 2 months off a drop shipping store. He thought he made it. Blew it all in just 6 weeks. Designer clothing, parties, chasing women, fast car, he has all. But guess what? I sat him down and said, you got great talent, but you have no operating system. Talent without structure is just a noise. But guess what? 3 months later, that same kid is stacking six-figure quietly because he actually listened. But he took the time to be building slow, managing a team, and investing equity, not ego. So I'm gonna tell you one thing. Money is just a microphone. If your voice is weak, money won't save you. Stop chasing money the moment I start building value, and that's what we teach our team as well, and you can be the same. And that's when everything starts working and opportunities start coming as well, because God sees you for who you are, for the things you do if you try really hard as a person every day.
Before we even talk about love, I want to say something real. This podcast wasn't created for fame or fluff. Bubble Talk was built for people who feel like they're out here grinding in silence, doubting their path, doubting themselves, and just need one honest voice to light a spark again. And yes, once again, a huge thank you to Bubbleology for backing that mission up. They are not just feeding people, they are helping us feed the conversation that matters. So Shelby, let me ask you this. Can you still believe in love when you're building an empire?
Let's go deeper with this. Love today is on life support, and here's why. Back then, love was about survival. It's about building a family, raising strong kids, protecting the tribe. Loyalty wasn't optional, it was sacred. You court someone, you earn them. Your love is a reflection of your value, but now it's a filter. Dating apps and temporary connection, people think love is about how someone makes them feel, not how they show up when things get hard. And here's the difference between then and now, because in the past, love was built over time. You didn't come to have endless options. You had to fight for it. You had to be committed. You had characters. But now, people treat love like it's Amazon Prime. It doesn't arrive fast and they will return it. But if you want real love, you need to be the kind of a man a woman can trust. Not just with her heart, but with her future. Let me give you an example. I coached a man who had everything, the looks, the job, the car, but every relationship ended the same way. Drama, confusion, pain. I asked him, are you leading with certainty or are you reacting with emotion? We stripped everything down when it comes to the conversation, and he told me. He started journaling, meditating, waking up early, making small promises and keeping them. But after 60 days, he met someone just like the first student, and he met someone. This time was completely different. Why? Because he was different. He wasn't needy. He wasn't performative. He was clear, and also he was being a man about it. And women can feel that as long as your masculinity is right there. They can sense when you're inconsistent, but they can sense when you're always powerful and being consistent just for them. In ancient times, men led with vision. They built, they protected, they guided. The masculinity energy made women feel safe, not because of brute strength, but because of emotional strength. You want loyalty? You want her loyalty, I'm sure, right? Then give her the leadership. Lead yourself first by making a good example. If you cannot make a good example, why would she follow you? So love isn't soft, it is solid. Love is about discipline. That's what I think. Love is about choosing someone every day, especially when it's not convenient, because you love them and you're doing your part to support them. So if you're building an empire, don't think love it is a distraction. It's a mirror, and the reflection is blurry. Fix yourself first before blaming her, and that's what we tell people all the time. Real love today, it is rare, but it is possible if you spend the time and willing to learn the technique and everything that's to become better. But it starts as a man of who you are when you look inside the mirror.
Mr. Shelby, when do you feel genuinely happy these days?
Happiness today is one of the most misunderstood goals in our society. Back in the days, happiness came from simplicity. Clear water, warm food, meaningful labor, and deep family bond. You work hard, you contribute to the village. At the end of the day, you felt peace. Now, happiness is a highlight reel. It's scrolling through, stranger, waiting, and wondering why your life doesn't look like theirs. It's a quick dopamine hit, artificial goals, and shallow rewards. But here's the difference. Ancient happiness came from within. Modern happiness is hunted outside. In the past, joy came from contribution, but now it came from consumption. I had relearned this myself lately. I remember one night after hitting my biggest month ever in revenue, I sat alone in a luxury condo and felt empty still on inside, but I cannot tell others because achievement without alignment feels like it's just noise. And that's when I realized happiness isn't about more, it's about meaning. Let me give you one example. One of my clients was chasing success so hard, he hadn't spoken to his father in 2 years. Always said, I'm busy working, I'll visit you soon. His dad finally passed away, unfortunately, and it's unexpected. That moment has shattered him, not because he wasn't rich, but because he realized he sacrificed connection for speed. Now, he's happier than he's been. Not because he's earning more, but because he wakes up early, meditate, check on his mom, serve his client with presence, and end each day with peace inside his heart. Happiness is built by doing hard things you know you needed to because you're mad about it. And even though no one is clapping for you, I want yourself to give yourself a clap for yourself. You wake up tired, but go to walk anyways because you don't want to, but you still do it anyways. You shoot content even though your eyes are dry with no sleep at all, with eye bag underneath. You push through long days. So you don't want to complain because you want others to be happy because of what you're doing. It's about doing what is right when other people are not able to do that because you believe in yourself even though you were unseen. So if you feel numb lately, I want you to go outside, take a moment for yourself, give yourself applause because you truly need it. Hug someone, hug your dog, hug your family, hug your girlfriend, hug your boyfriend. Do something useful because you deserve that. Track your wins. And also remember this, without you being there, other people cannot do the same because they need you. They need the fire inside you, driving them every single day. You are the fire that they needed. So bring them the light to them and give them the wings so they can fly again because they truly need you.
This episode is brought to you by Bubbleology, where hustle meets flavor. Whether you are grinding through deadlines or just need a break from the chaos, crispy chicken, fried noodles, and cold brown sugar milk tea will always bring you back to life. So do your future self a favor and head to Bubbleology and tell them Mr. Shelby sent you. If someone is listening is lost, broken, heartbroken, and doubting themselves, what would you do or say to them right now, Mr. Shelby?
Let me leave you with this. If you're feeling lost right now, broke, heartbroken, and just burned out, I want you to understand something. You're not broken. You're just early. In ancient times, man was forged in fire, not in comfort. They hunted, they built, they protected their family. They lived for something bigger than just themselves. But today, we go through social media, attracted to apps that has been distracting us. We overthink, we're drowning in options, yet starving for meaning as well with legacy. But here's the truth. This isn't your end, it's your test. Every warrior in history had a moment where they feel like they're down, doubted, and disconnected. But the one who rose, they kept moving. They stayed in for the fight no matter what. So staying moving, staying awake, and if you needed to cry, cry, because cry with your shoes on. Sometimes you don't need to cry, then don't do it, I suggest, because we don't need the perfect path. You need relentless honesty. You need to ask yourself, what am I running from? What is my capable of? And what will my future self thank me for today? Because it's not about how fast you rise, it's about how real you stay. I'm still inside the storm even though I'm speaking to you. Sometimes I cannot tell others how I really feel, but yet I still fight on because I needed to. And yet I'm building while it rains. So can you as well. You were born for something much bigger than comfort. You were born to be forged, built, sharpened. So let me be your moment, not to escape, but allow you to execute at the right time.
Before we wrap up, Shelby, what's your go-to Bubbleology order after a day like this?
Let me break it down for you, because this combo right here with Bubbleology, this mini combo, but guess what? It's not just about food. It's a full-blown experience. And listen closely. I'm talking about spicy Korean fried chicken, golden and crispy on the outside, but juicy on the inside. It just doesn't just crunch, and it speaks to you the minute you bite on it. Then you drop that beside the streaming plate of Guangzhou fried rice with a signature chef's plate. Garlic, green onion, the wok-fried that reminds you of your home or that place you dream of when you're grinding 14 hours deep into your work days. And the drink unbelievable. Brown sugar milk tea, pearl perfectly chewy. Double boba, because why go halfway when you build to go all in? This is Bubbleology combo, my go-to order, my pick every time, because when I walk in that place, I'm not just feeding myself, I'm rewarding the warrior version of me that showed up endlessly by putting hard work. You wanna know what true satisfaction tastes like? Then go to Bubbleology.
Okay, but let's be honest, that combo hits like a reward after a long day of shooting content and taking no excuses, right?
Exactly, because when you've been pushing so hard, executing non-stop, working every hours, there's nothing like sitting down and knowing your hustle earned it. It's comfort and power on a plate, and the flavor, they are absolutely phenomenal.
Speaking of elite, let's talk rewards. Every Bubbleology combo order gets you closer to winning something real. I'm talking spa treatments, luxury flights, and even hotel giveaways.
That's correct. This isn't about loyalty card. It's a moment. You eat good, you feel good at the same time, and you might walk out with a surprise that you never seen in other bubble tea place. I guarantee, because that's what they do. If you want a full body massage, guess what? This is the only company that you might actually win. If you want a round trip ticket to Vancouver or Toronto, guess what? People has been winning it. And today I want you to be the person to select the right move or pick the right choice. And guess what? You walk into another company. Do they have any of the reward system? They don't. That's why Bubbleology is the first one in Calgary that does that.
So here's the play. Text 403-606-7537. Once again, that's 403-606-7537 right now. And use code Shelby in capital letters. When you order, that registers you to our secret reward tier, and depending on your combo level, $40, $60, $120, the gifts get better.
You're already spending $40 on the food that forgets you from other places. When you ever spend anything on restaurant, they actually give you rewards just like this. If you want to go bowling with your friends, guess what? You can. If you want Robux for your kid, guess what? They have that too. What about Amazon gift card or even Superstore grocery card? You don't get that, but Bubbleology, they're special into giving you something that you never seen before. So, but this place remembers, it's not just about food, it's about how you guys are winning, and they care about the excitement and the customer service they can provide to you.
So follow us at bubbleology.ca for new drops, hidden flavors, and limited time combos. Take your order, show love, and be part of the culture. Once again, follow us at bubbleology.ca.
And don't forget to follow me at Top J Shelby as well. for real marketing, real insight, and I can help you with your future. But hold on, if you didn't know about Alivinci University, it's the most extraordinary system that we have to create it for you guys to come to the event once a month with only $50. That's like dumb change. With $50, you get to see our team and Bella and me and other coaches as well, just to help you with branding, marketing, and sales, just to get more clients towards your door. If you're able to participate to Alivinci University, we'll be glad to help you with your businesses. But if you can't even come to the university, guess what? Bubbleology is a safe place for you because food is something that you need for besides hard work, if you agree with me.
This is Bubble Talk, where hustle meets flavor, and you're always welcome at our table.
Let's eat, let's win, and let's build together. Welcome to Bubbleology and Alivinci University. See you at the event.